America is captivated by sports. There are tons of options to choose from: football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and golf, to extreme sports like snowboarding or rock climbing. These are all popular forms of entertainment today. Another category to consider is motorsports. Some examples of this are Formula One racing, NASCAR racing, rally car driving, and drifting, which is sort of a hybrid between extreme sports and motorsports. Drifting may be new to you, and that's exactly what I'm here to explain today. You've probably seen drifting in action movies without realizing what it was. Drifting is simply controlled oversteer. Now you might recognize the term oversteer from your driver's license course. Oversteer is when the rear slip angle is greater than the front slip angle. To put this in simple terms, it is when the front tires retain grip while the rear tires are losing grip. I have a diagram here to show that. Essentially, the red lines here and here are the intended path of travel of the tires, or the intended path of travel of the vehicle, while the green lines are the intended path of travel for the actual tires. So as you can see, the slip angle is the difference between these, and it is much greater in the rear than the front because the rear wheels are stuck in place going straight while the car is sliding around the track. Now, to the uninformed spectator, drifting may just look like losing control of the car. While drifting doesn't involve losing traction, which is dangerous for the average driver, professional drifters are trained to control this loss of traction in a way that allows the car to follow a certain line of travel. For example, one of the most common forms of competitive drifting is called tandem drifting. Tandem drifting consists of two drivers, each of which is given a task of either chasing or leading. The lead car must get as close as possible to certain boundaries or obstacles on the drift track, such as traffic cones. These are called clipping points, and these points are what judges use to determine the skill of the lead driver. The chase car's main goal, on the other hand, is to get as close as possible to the lead car without hitting it, while emulating the movements of the lead car as closely as possible, maintaining the same angle and speed to the best of their ability. This is primarily what the chase driver is judged by. These professional drifting competitions are called Formula Drift events. I also have some diagrams of some cars participating in tandem drifting. As you can see, the car in front here is maintaining a certain angle while the car in the rear is trying to emulate the angle as closely as possible. Here's another one from a different perspective. So you can see right here, this car's just a little bit behind, but he's going to try and get the same angle as the car in lead here. Drifting is a much more recent development in the motorsport scene, as it started to become popular in Japan in the mid to late 80s, and in the States around the early 2000s. It has become very popular as of late. The driving style was even featured in a Fast and Furious movie called Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift does a great job of explaining the basics of drifting. If you're interested in a fast-paced, loud, suspenseful, and downright exciting sport, I would definitely encourage you to check out drifting.